go. Sorry about the microphone. I'm not going to apologise anymore. I was just thinking about something, which means you guys are going to cop it, because who else am I going to talk to? But this is kind of funny and kind of serious. I was thinking about my son, and I thought, oh, bloody teenagers, and then I realised my son's 25. Now, it's not a wish to keep myself younger, but a generational thing of his generation, which I think is X, or me, or I want. I don't know, one of those. You can take your pick. But when I was his age, I'd been out of home for a great many years, and I'd done a great many things. And it was like, even as a teenager, it was an adventure. You wanted to leave home and make your own way. And it seems that this generation doesn't want to do that. They want to stay at home and continue to be children for as long as they can, so that they can live off their parents. Now, I'm not saying it's not our fault as parents too, but I don't know how it's our fault, and I don't know where we went wrong along the line, so that a lot of, not all of them, not all of you, a lot of you are lovely. Maybe it's just my son, I don't know. But somewhere along the line, we went wrong with the parenting, in that they don't seem to mature, and they don't, and this is a fact, and I don't care what anybody says, I don't care if I'm politically incorrect or not, but it's borne out by the behaviour that you see young people committing, and I'll tell you a story in a minute. There is no respect, not no respect, but there is a lack of respect, a great lack of it. Now, okay, in Victoria, which is the state I live in, Melbourne is the city I live in, there was a party on the weekend, and it was held by a young guy. He's 16 years old. He texted around, and he used myspace to get the message around that there was a party at his place because his parents were away. Well, over 500 people turned up and terrorised the neighbours, urinated on the lawns, broke windows, did a great deal of damage, and when the police arrived, as of course they would, they threw bottles at the police. I'm not saying that it's this young guy's fault for having the party, but since the party, he's appeared on so many television shows, radio shows, sold his story, and even been offered a job by a radio station to organise parties. I really wouldn't encourage that sort of behaviour. If I sound like a school teacher, it's probably because I am, but sorry, but what do you think? I mean, and you people that are young, maybe saving for a home and still living at home, and you're in your 20s, and look, I lived a rock and roll lifestyle, so you know, I was out of the house as quick as I could be, but tell me your story. I'd really, really like to know, and I'm not putting anybody down, I'm just making observations. When I watched this back, I felt that I had to add a little addenda to it, because it does sound like I am putting down all young people, but trust me, I am not. I have worked with children and young people since I left rock and roll. That's what I went to. I used to work with those rock and roll kiddies. You know, they never grow up. And that's what I went to. But I want you to know I am not putting down young people. Not a bit. I just want to know why my generation of parents is the first one that's had how-to parent books, because I can't imagine my mum and dad's generation doing that. They would have said, well, just get on with it. And we went too far, I think, trying to be liberal. I'm not sure. Anyway, I just wanted to add that I don't want you to think that I am putting down young people in any way. I just think that we've had a huge change within one generation in attitude, and I'm wondering if it's due to economy or other things, or environment too, because there's a lot more violence, and that really, really concerns me. And I know that it's not the majority, but there is a lot of violence, and the type of violence is